down in the wonderful Whitby today. And down for the 30th annual Whitby Goth Festival. But I thought while I was here, it would be absolutely criminal not to do another Whitby food review. Now normally when I'm down in Whitby, I always have fish and chips. And fish and chips down at Whitby for me is at my favourite fish and chip shops, which is Mr. Chips. But across the road from Mr. Chips is another famous place, and it's called Humble Pie. And they do what I've been told, because I've never been in before, is an absolutely fabulous pie and mash. Now the shop itself has stood there since 1638. So we are talking King Charles I. But there was a building there for many, many years before that. But while the present owners were making changes to an old fireplace, they found a little gap. Behind that gap, when they pulled it out, they found old buckles, brooches, rings, combs, and old quill, all from the 16th century. And they put them in a little display in the shop. Stuff like that absolutely fascinates me. Yes, I don't know. But it was took over in the early 2000s by a lady who thought she'd found a niche in the market. What she thought was missing was food like her mother used to make, home cooked and fresh every single day. So I thought, while I'm down here, I might as well call in and see if it is as good as everybody keeps telling me it is. Either way, want to come along with us and find out. Choices. There is so much on there that I could eat. Even the vegetarians looking nice.
Are you waiting?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
How many is it for?
Just for one?
Yeah, one of these ones are okay for you.
Could I go over there in the corner next to the Union Jack? That's great, thank you very much. Well, a real old-fashioned feel in here. Very rustic indeed. But a really nice atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to this, the world-famous pie and mash. So I'm with a creamy chicken and cider, tender chicken breast, cooked with farmhouse cider, then braised in a creamy sauce, our special blend of seasonings. Sounds absolutely delicious. It also comes with peas. I must admit, I don't like peas. Going to miss out on them, but we have got a very creamy mash and gravy to go with that. Already my tongue is hanging out. It was a long time since breakfast. I'm being dead boring and a cup of tea. Unfortunately, we've got some loud copyrighted music playing that to try and cover that up, so hopefully it doesn't distract from the video too much. So first time I've ever been here, which is amazing because I have heard how good it is. So really looking forward to my meal when it comes.
Would you like any extra condiments on, any mustard, mint sauce?
Mint sauce, that'd be fantastic. Great. Ooh, look at that. Now look at that. I have been recommended this, so I've been really looking forward to coming here. Lovely homemade pie, creamy mash, and homemade gravy as well. Our cutlery nice and clean, which always gives me a good impression about a place. But the smell of this pie is giving me a real good impression about this. I'm going to get stuck right in there. This is really tender. Mash is nice and creamy as well, with a fantastic combination.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
No
That's
problem.
great.
Is that good? Thank you.
So really friendly stuff here. And I would like plenty of gravy. So straight over, and oh, look at that. Look at that. Now in a cold day now in Whitby, this is going down an absolute treat. I'll tell you what I love it more. The pastry is nice and soft. Sometimes pastry gets so hard, sometimes it's like concrete. Not so here. So if you want something wholesome, you want something filling, you want something nice and warm on a chilly day, come down here. Humble pie. This is absolutely fabulous. Well, empty plate always tells a story, and very nice, very wholesome, and very, very enjoyable too. Well, that was very, very filling indeed, as well as being very, very enjoyable. I shouldn't, but I just can't help it. I'm going to have the jam roly-poly as well. Homemade here, homemade custard, homemade jam roly-poly. I'll tell you something, it's half as good as that pie. I'm going to be well happy, as well as well stuffed. Open 15 minutes and already turning people away. Absolutely bouncing in here. I've even changed table just to help them out and give them a few more empty seats. We've got an extra few serviettes because this jam roly-poly could get a bit messy. Oh, look at this.
Jam roly-poly.
Yes, I've been recommended this, and that's the reason why. I am really going to enjoy this. Anyway, let's get stuck in. I am so pleased that I had the jam roly-poly as well. It tastes delicious. Piping hot as well. I noticed that with the pie. Nothing warmed up, nothing just lukewarm. When it first came, it was absolutely red hot. When you put into it, the steam and the smell just wafted over you. On the edge there, nice and soft, nothing hard. I always have a big meal on a Saturday night, so I was in two minds whether I should have this or not. So pleased I decided to have it. The custard is nice and creamy. It's so important to get that right. And for me, they've got it bang on. Well, and of course, another clean plate. But one thing here, everything is compact, including the WC. Well, what a change in the weather since I went in for my pie and mash. Having said that, I've just had a very, very nice meal in the Humble Pie and Mash shop. First time I have ever been in there. I was recommended by a few people. I'll tell you something, that was absolutely sensational. I really enjoyed it, and especially now it's turned a bit chilly, that has really warmed my insides up. And really nice, old-fashioned, wholesome food. Pie, superb. The trouble with pies sometimes is the crust is too hard. When you cut into it, it's all over the place. Especially if you've got gravy, you end up covered head to toe in gravy. That was firm. Not hard, not soft, nice and firm, easy to cut into, and a very, very buttery texture as well. The chicken inside, nice and soft, nice and tender, and the gravy, homemade, was so nice. I'd ask for a bit more. To be fair, I didn't have to ask for a bit more. The young girl came over and asked us if I had enough, and as soon as I said I'm enjoying it so much I like to put a bit more on, shoot straight back with a nice jug of it. Now on a Saturday night, Mrs. Metalman always cooks me a fabulous steak and chips. I thought I better not have a sweet. The only problem was, I enjoyed that pie and mash so much, I thought I'm going to have to try the homemade jam roly-poly, and so pleased I did. I've never had a jam roly-poly like that since I was a kid. Custard, nice and creamy, the jam roly-poly. I'll tell you something there now. I'm in Whitby for the Goth Festival. I'm going to have to do plenty of walking up and down that 199 steps to the Abbey to walk this off before tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, mark out of 10. It's got to be an 8.5, and a really strong 8.5 as well. Nothing wrong with the food. Nothing wrong with the food at all. Really enjoyed that. The only thing I would sort of knock them down for slightly, when you've got gravy and when you've got pie, things can get a bit messy. You couldn't really come with one serviette, one of them very, very thin paper serviettes. I like plenty of serviettes on there because one wasn't enough. And before me jam roly-poly came, I had to ask for some more serviettes, which strangely enough I didn't need. 2 young lasses in there, both of them really nice, dead friendly, dead helpful. One of them was experienced, the other one was just learning, and she was doing a great job. But I was thinking, learning on the job, especially when it's dead busy, a Whitby Goth weekend, maybe it's not a good thing. So a couple of times you could see she was a bit lost, looking at her friend for help. For me, training needs to be done before you throw somebody in the deep end. So if you enjoyed the video, really would appreciate a big thumbs up. If you want to see more food reviews, every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, a brand new one goes up. If you like outdoor videos, Lake District, climbing the Wainwrights, hotel reviews, castle reviews, every Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, an outdoor video goes up as well. If you enjoy any of them things, click on that subscribe button, because all them things you will see on this channel. One other thing I'll tell you before I go, it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.